I'm a machine.
I remember when Sanak sit in the car and he said, for the first mirror to adjust, then air condition, then music.
Vandeham Sri Guru Siyatapatakamallam Sri Guru Vaisnavam Rupam Sakajatam Saganuragnatam Dam Dam Sativam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Varidana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Valita Sri Vishakhanvitum Suk Ayanadi Mirandasya Yanandana Salakaya Dakshuru Militam Yena Tasmai Sigrave Namah Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pastaya Putali Srimati Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Goswami Itinami Gauravani Pajaraya Tattva Sankalpa Murtaye Krishna Shakti Swarubaya Sri Bhakti Padayane Namaha Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Putali Srimati Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Vinamine Divasabharavi Devi Jayaya Vipahanayi Krishna Sambandha Vikyana Daine Prabhuvi Namo Namo Gaur Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Vipalam Sambhade Padam Bhujade Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchitanandana Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Nukanuka Parayate Gaura Vibhava Pumestam Yadesta Sajana Priya Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Sri Jagannath Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhyasya Kripasindhubhya Evaja Vadidanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mohammadaya Krishna Prema Padayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratisena He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpati Gopisa Gopika Kanda Radha Kanda Namostute Bhakta Kanjana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Suti Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Dayadam Suradopam Manamate Gati Madhavasya Padam Buddho Siddhartha Matam Mohan Divya Dvindaranya Kalpa Tumada Simadad Nagara Simhasanastu Sri Radha Sila Govinda Devo Paistaripi Sevamano Smarami Imanara Sarasaram Vivamsi Gunadasvidam Gashan Venu Swanai Gopil Gopinatas Yesna Vrindai Tulasi Devai Priyayai Kesavasya Krishna Bhakti Paridevi Satyavajai Namo Namah Panchadotvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Svarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namam Bhakti Shaktikam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Guru Dharana Bhatma Gevala Bhakati Satmo Siguru Dharana Atma Kevala Bhagavati Vandamoi Samadano Amate Vandamoi Samadano Ate Yara Roshade Bai He Baba Doriyo Jai Hara Prasade He Baba Krishna Bhakti Hoida Hoite Hoida Hoite Urumuka Kotma Vaikya Sijete Goriya Atma Vaikya Sijete Goriya Arana Goriya Mone Asa Priyamani Asa Siguro Jadon Radhe Ese Utama Gati Siguro Jadon Ese Shadhi Prasade Puresana Asa Puresana Ye Prasade Puresana Aso Sakade Bure Sarva Jakudan Dilade Jumne Jumne Prabhu Se Jana Dilade Jumne Jumne Jakudan Dilade Jumne Jumne Prabhu Se Dive Gnana Dive Prokashito Prokashito Dive Gnana Dive Prokashito Prema Bhakti Jaite Amita Vinasa Jate Vinasa Jate Prema Bhakti Jaite Amita Vinasa Jate Vede Gai Jara Tagito Vede Gai Jara Tagito Siguru Garuna Sindhu Adhamatanara Bandhu Adhamatanara Bandhu Siguru Garuna Sindhu Adhamatanara Bandhu Adhamatanara Lokena Lokena Divana Lokena 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 Divana Ah Prabhu Garadai He Amore Bada Jayo He Amore Bada Jayo Ah Prabhu Garadai He Amore Bada Jayo Divyasya Gusuti Puvaya Divyasya Gusuti Due Bhagiraina Saraya Gurudev 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 Hey Gurudev Jai Gurudev Lila Bhakti Vai Baba Sila Puri Goswami Bhakti Vai Baba Sila Puri Goswami Sila Bhakti Siddhanta Sila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Sila Prabhupada Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo Hare Ramo 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo Ramo Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ramo 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Gurudev Gurudev Nidai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol So now we have 8 days, 7 days. Our beloved Gurudev appearance day will be celebrated here. Because every year we are hearing the truth. Who is Guru? What is Guru? Guru Tattva it is called. The truth about Guru. Who is Guru? So these recordings from 1992 about the Chaitya Guru. So Chaitya Guru, there are many different manifestations or appearance of Gurus. One of them is Chaitya Guru. One is Nam Guru, Harinam. One is Diksha Guru, one is Shiksha Guru. So all these gurus, they are not saying different things. They are all speaking the one truth. So this is recorded in Vishakhapatnam in eastern India, where we had a nice temple there. Still we have. So he says, do not listen to others because you are not doing any wrong to anybody, you are on the right path. If you would be on the wrong path, then you would have to rectify. If this would be the case, then your consciousness should guide you. It is not a question of X, W, or C. No, Z. Speaking. You should not act under the calculation of others. So this is one sign of Guru. It is not a speculation. Because this truth is coming from Supreme Lord spoken to Brahma. Brahma gave it to his disciples, or his expansion, like Surya, the sun god, the son of the sun god. And in this way, this truth, parampara, it's called, disciple succession, comes down up to this age now. So, you should not act under the calculation of others. Others' calculation means they have limited understanding, limited visions, limited capacity to understand what is the truth, what is real, and what is illusion or maya. You have got a conscience about what's right and wrong. So you must always think, the Supreme Lord must guide me and give me the right consciousness. If the Lord gives you the right consciousness, then whatever dictation comes from inside, you should follow. You should follow it. It is Krishna's desire. So one could translate it as conscience, what is coming from the heart. It is the Lord who is sitting in the heart of all living beings, according to the Vedic literatures and the speaking of the great acharyas, Siksha, Diksha, and Chaitya Guru. So this Chaitya Guru is this guru or teacher who teaches us from inside. And this will be confirmed if it's by the Diksha Guru and by the Shiksha Guru or by the pure Uttama Adhikari or pure souls. They are not saying different things. It is one thing. So that's because there's no difference between different kind of gurus. So you should not act on the others' opinions, thinking if others are saying so, then I will do it. No. People may say so many things. They may speak as they like. They have no control over their tongues. Suppose somebody tells you to act in a certain way, then you should appeal to Krishna, oh Lord, please order me. Krishna will inspire you. Then you will follow his dictations. That's all. Do not be carried away by the public's opinion. The ignorant people may say so many things. See that you are not doing anything wrong and that you are not going astray from the line. If you deviate, then you have to think over your situation. However, if you are on the right path, why should you care about others' opinions? Your consciousness must dictate to you. I am perfect, I am acting like this, and my consciousness accepts it. Only then should you act on whatever your consciousness asks you to do it. Do not depend upon others' opinions. If 10 members raise their hand, that does not mean that they have the right consciousness. It is just the public's opinion. Everything depends upon the will of the Lord, and you must know that. For your bhajan, you should understand how things are moved by Krishna. By thinking power and also my performance of Nam Sankirtan depends upon the will of the Lord. You have seen and met many members of the Vaishnava society. If you have come to the firm conclusion that through this source I may get benefit, and your consciousness dictates to you, and act accordingly. Do not be carried away by others' opinion. Ask your consciousness, what shall I do? Whom should I accept? You're coming in contact with so many people. When the inner inspiration guides you, then proceed. Otherwise, you do not have to act immediately. If not today, you can act tomorrow. Wait and see. If you want to change source, then you should ask Krishna, what should I do? Ask Nam propose Krishna. He will guide you. But if you listen to others, everybody has his own opinion. If you are carried away with them, it will be like being carried away by the wind that blows differently according to the place from where it started. Do not be carried away by public opinion. Follow your consciousness. This is applicable to everybody because everyone has consciousness. Ask Krishna, he is in your heart. And one devotee says, it is very difficult. Everybody who sincerely tries to practice, he will realize it is very difficult. Gurudev says, yes, you will get his response, you will get it. Have concentration, you will get it. He is not far away, he is in you. The worship of Krishna is not difficult. It is not difficult for Prahlad because he sees him everywhere. It may be difficult for Hiranyakashipu. It may take some birds for him. But for the followers of Prahlad or Hanuman, it is not difficult. They will get it. There is no consideration of birth or other qualities. What are those qualities? not the worldly ones, which will never help a devotee. The devotee's quality is that he has to realize, I am not qualified, O Lord. If you consider the qualities, actually, I do not possess even one good quality. I have no qualities at all. Without any consideration, apply your eye to Ki Kripa. Please bless me. Only then will I survive. This is very important. We have to understand. I think it is very difficult to hear this from the mundane consideration, with mundane vision. But for devotees who got some experience, some realization, for him it is like sweet, like honey, like nectar. It has nothing to do with this external plane of this material world. It is something beyond this material world. So, for the moment, our mind is very much disturbed all the time. It is engaged in so many things in this external world. Our eyes, our sense organs, only engaged on this external plane. So we cannot expect to understand or to realize the Lord is so close. If you want to worship Him, He is sitting in your heart. As the soul, you are soul. The Lord is just next to you. If you become a little sensitive, you become a little purified, your mind becomes pure, then you can communicate, you can speak. He will talk to you. And this we can call it conscience. We know when we do something in this world that we may get some from inside, some voice may say, don't do it, but I say, but I want to do it. But you got information, but we are not conscious where it is coming from, who is the saying like this? But someone whose heart becomes, his mind becomes clear, then he can hear the Chaitya Guru. Chaitya Guru means the Lord in your heart. And he manifests externally from the pure devotee who have given everything to the Lord. They are acting as the Lord wants them to act. And you should answer this on your own. Hearing what he is, even if you forcibly give him something to eat, he will refuse it. Therefore, Shraddha, faith, is necessary. You are counting on your beads, but while counting, you must be closer to Krishna. This means only to weep, you have to weep for Krishna. Give away all your things, worries. Always repeat the name of Krishna, request him to bless you. You will get the inspiration from inside. Surrender to Krishna, surrender to Him. Give up everything for Him. This does not mean that you have to give up everything and run to the forest. Whatever you have, but you should surrender. The mind should surrender. This is called Shraddhaya Kriyam. Whatever balances, bhajan, kirtan, puja, or bhaja you are doing, if you have no faith, then everything is useless. However, if you have faith, then Nam will give you the result that you want. A faith in the Nam. Why should you not have faith in the person who has given you Nam? You should consider that Bhagavan is in him. If in this life he has fallen down, in the next birth he will come up again. Who knows? Atma never falls. Atma is always in his own position. And in 1 second, the ignorance can be destroyed. Atma means the soul. Atma never falls. Atma is always pure, but it is covered by tamagun, ignorance, ajnana. So therefore we must always think about Krishna. Then the inspiration will come from inside. Whatever the Lord says, you will do. If you abide by the opinion of others, tomorrow you may have to face the same problem. But if you want to solve the problem, then depend upon Krishna. There's no difficulty in this. You should pray, oh Krishna, please bless me and dictate to me what to do. Question yourself if you are on the right path. You know bhajan and kirtan. Nobody should tell you anything about this. Now you should have not that. You should have that faith and perform bhajan and be therefore on the right path. Do not be carried away by other people's advice. It is of no use. So everybody is giving you a different opinion. But after 1 year, the person from whom you have taken advice may no longer be there. Everything went wrong. So you must always proceed steadily. First you put your left foot ahead. And when it is steady, then you move your right foot. You should also be attentive to where you walk. Because if it is not leveled, then you will have to suffer. Think hundreds and thousands of times before you act. These are the teachings of our gurus and acharyas. Do not take an immediate step, because the mind is flickering. The mind goes to the market, and when it sees something valuable items, it wants to purchase it. You may have money to buy such items. But even people who do not have any money also have the inspiration to purchase. But how can they? They have no money. Still, they never consider the lack of money. They just think that they have to get that item. However, because they cannot get it, their mind will be disturbed. They will suffer. You must be happy in your mind, and that happiness will give you Krishna. You're not after X or W as gurus. You just want Krishna's mercy and his blessings. You always require blessings of the Lord. What are his blessings? If you change from the guru to another guru, do you think you will get Krishna's mercy? No. You must obtain Krishna only through bhajan. Through sacrifice, submit to bhajan. Without that, you cannot get the Lord. Do it and then ask the question to Krishna. Do not ask anybody. Krishna is perfect, and as your well-wisher, he will direct you on the right path. Believe it. Krishna will help you. Krishna says, Ananyas chindayandamam yejana parivasana tesam nityabhyayuktanam yocheva mahaviham. If one surrenders only to me and remembers me, none else, only me, then I will give him whatever is necessary. Whatever necessity you have, he will give you. If you need some advice, you need initiation. He will give them to you. He will guide you. He will give you the inspiration. Have this much faith. Krishna must guide me. He is my guide. If I surrender to him, he will dictate my buddhi. What means buddhi? Intelligence. He will tell me what to do. If the dictation comes from inside, then I should follow it. And that will give me eternal happiness. So money cannot do bhaja. Bhaja can be done only by ajar, by practice. One who practices truth can speak the truth. How can one who does not practice truth speak the truth? Bhaja and ajar both go together. So, yes, any question or anything to say or any thoughts, any comments? Mind.
Beginning stage we don't know.
That's because we should not act according to our mind. We should wait and think about it. The mind is producing. The mind, what is the duty of the mind? I was studying this in my work, the science of the mind. What is his duty? Whatever is good for my enjoyment, the mind goes there. I want. What is not good for my enjoyment, he rejects. This is the only duty. He has no brain. If I think I want a bottle of vodka, then the mind says, this is for your enjoyment. You can forget all the troubles. These things, this is for enjoyment, to feel me better. So the mind has only this function. He's not thinking, if I drink this poison, I will, my mind will be completely damaged. I will get headache and I will go crazy in this state. So intellect is above mind. So someone who is only on the mental level, he is acting just like an animal. But they don't care. You know, they want what they want. They want to eat nicely. They're running only for eating. They have no, the intelligence is also there, but it's very covered. I want to enjoy dog, she-dog, don't care, middle of the street or wherever. They want to enjoy. So this is animal consciousness. But then, as a human, we got intelligence. So we can think, oh, if I drink this poison, then I have to suffer. My sensitive feelings will be destroyed. I'm not able to understand more fine things. I'm going only for doggish, for animalistic activities. So intelligence is above, but still it is also called material because it's only engaged in the material world. It is always good if one practices passion, not to act what the mind is telling you immediately, and what purpose the mind tells me now this. What is the motivation behind? You will come to the conclusion that I get I squeeze some pleasure out of it, or something good for this material enjoyment, for the material pleasure. So the intelligence may come. That's because brahmanas, they are not living on the mental level. They are using more their intellect. They can differentiate. Yes, my mind is animalistic, is just wants to enjoy. But the brahmana, he has controlled the mind. This means controlling the mind, controlling the senses. Their mind becomes purified. The mind is not anymore like a madman. So they get higher understanding and they become more close to understand the Atma. Still they are not on the transcendental plane, but they go on a higher level. So mind is, we have to learn to do not become a slave of the mind. Because the mind tells me, buy this, get this, and we are, okay, buying. and you see nowadays what they are selling. 98% nobody needs, They're just buying because billboard shows them, the newspapers, wherever they just getting him and then throwing away. it is those who are they're using this to make us like animals, you know, running only for enjoyment. And they're producing what could be enjoyment for some people, you know. Now see, this world is mad. They are not humans, robots. They have no capacity to use their intellect. They cannot think. They cannot. They also get difficulties to speak it to each other because maybe they can dip in a smiley, you know. They can. Everything is becoming like machines. So it is a terrible word, Kali Yuga. Now we should understand the result of all these things is now the situation on this planet. We have to pay the price for our stupidity, because we have given up the searching for the truth. We are acting, we become like animals, sheep. They are running after the leadership. They are running behind them, and he falls down the mountain, and all others fall also down. Not thinking anymore, not looking anymore, just going. So we have to learn to Vajavegam, Manasavegam, Jivamegam. All these senses have to be, the mind we have to learn to control it or to tolerate it, not to act. The anger, the lust, all the senses we have to learn to keep them quiet. Otherwise, we are becoming controlled by the external energy. Our free will get lost. Now purifying the mind by the intelligence. Then intelligence, you hear that, because we should not always act when the mind tells us what to do. You should wait. I can go a little deeper also, because the super soul is also there. But we are not now connected with the super soul, because our mind is covering our intellect, is covering our real self. So we cannot see the Lord now. We may hear him, but we ignore him, because we think this is the mind, or no, it's a different opinion. I want to enjoy. So this is, yogis learn like this, step by step, going up, going deeper. This is a science. We have to practice, we have to study, and then we have to realize. And you can become very powerful, mystic, When you get only control, if you're only able to control the mind by the intelligence, it is a very high level. In the Western country is the opposite. We are lost. Also everywhere now, whole planet. Also India now get lost of this. They are giving up this higher understanding. The Guru is now the TV and the YouTube. So we have to put this in YouTube to destroy that. We'll close here if now. Jai Sri Gurudev Natya Leela Pravistam Vishnupada Paramahamsa Acharya Stota Sadhasi Srimad Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj Gita Nitai Gaur Premanandi